Also, if I can, because what I said was brought up, I was asked a question. Men on this panel were asked a question. What is a legitimate reason that someone
You
would leave?
asked that question.
No, Aisha asked us that question.
Okay. That was after you grilled her
No.
about saying that she shouldn't have left. That's not a good
Who
reason.
said who?
You said
Pause.
that's not a
Pause.
good enough reason
Pause.
for
Pause.
y'all
Pause.
said that
Stop,
substance
Ali.
abuse.
I never, Danielle, did I ever tell you personally that you shouldn't have left?
No.
You
Aisha,
said that's not a good enough
stop
reason.
it.
Ali, I just got through asking you. Let Sweeney get to what he's gonna get. We'll get to you. We make sure we extend the same courtesy.
Aisha, didn't you ask us, hey, what if you're telling us to stay, what is a legitimate reason for us to leave?
Yes, I
That was
asked.
the question you asked, right?
That's my story because I was like, what's the
Right.
legitimate
And
reason?
how I responded, I said, if we can just go off of the story that we were told, because the first thing I told you is it depends on the person's story. We don't know it depends on the details of the relationship. We can't just give a blanketed statement on what reason somebody should or should not leave. That was the first thing I said. And then I did say, if I was to judge Danielle's situation, I don't think that was enough to leave a relationship. Stop.
Hold on, Ali.
No, this is stupid.
Stop.
Ali.
This
Ali.
is not the same
Ali.
thing I said.
Stop. I said that I believe that her relationship is salvageable and that is something you can work through. The issues that they had wasn't necessarily something that cannot be worked through a relationship. That's what I said. Now, I'm going to ask you this, Danielle, because somebody wants to take offense for you. Do you take any offense to my opinion about whether your relationship is salvageable or not?
No, I agree with you.
Point made. This is at this point, I don't understand what we're arguing here.
It's not an argument. It's what I just said that. You just said, oh no, I didn't say that, and repeated exactly what I said. That's the definition of a narcissist.
But Ali, you really want to be right, and you don't want to be
I'm not
effective.
trying to be right. I
No,
know what
I'm just saying this as a person.
He said that you should have stayed, and he just said it again. He said, no,
okay, but I'm saying you are focusing on the ability to be right versus effectivity.
it's not about being right.
What is it about? Why do you keep interrupting him? What is it about?
It's about men telling you to stay with a man that you don't want to be with just because he's a man. Okay. That is my point.
Right.
And he said that you should stay. That's not a good enough reason. And he said, I didn't say that. And then he took 2 minutes to repeat that. I'm talking about facts here. If he said it, he said it. And I said he's wrong for saying that. You don't know why this woman left. You don't know if having hit her location made her feel unsafe. You don't know why. It's not your place to be telling the Black woman to stay with anybody. And during today's times, we don't know. It's too much going on. That's what.
So what is happening that's making you feel that way? Because from the outside looking in, I'm saying as a neutral person, he is not saying that. So unless you might be projecting,
you pick me. You hear what you pick me ears. So pick me hear what they want to hear.
Don't. Why are you attacking the girl you trying to protect? I don't get that.
I'm trying to protect her.
You just said I'm a woman, and you said I'm a woman.
What he said, and he literally said that, and I don't agree with it. Whether it was to her or a dog, I don't care. I'm not here to protect her. She don't want to protect herself. So
I'm not in danger. I think you might be running on survival mode. I'm not in danger. That's why I'm not trying to protect you.
You're in survival mode where you think you have to agree with men and don't stand up for yourself. I just told you what he said.
They're not against me though. Trust me, I stand up for myself quite often on this panel, but I'm able to identify when someone is against me. All men are not against me. I have an amazing father.
I'm saying that what he said was wrong. You're internalizing some
I'm saying what he said. Ali, I'm saying what he said
was wrong.
Okay, gotcha.
Ali, you attacking her because she's not disagreeing, because she's disagreeing with you.
No, I'm not attacking her. I think she's a pick me because she came on this panel, and I'll break it down. Listen, I'm a woman who stands by what I say. I'm not gonna take it back.
Even if you're wrong.
You can say I'm wrong. You have your perception.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking you, even if you're wrong, are you gonna stand by it?
I don't think I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm asking you. Even if you're wrong, will you stand by what you said?
2 and I say it equals 5, then I'm not standing by that. It's
Okay,
something
cool.
wrong. I'm saying that how I feel, he said these men said some wrong things to you tonight. And I think I'm not taking up for you. I'm standing up because I'm a woman and I gotta hear the shit.
How you gonna call me a pick me? And I said a man has to pay all my bills. 2 can't be true. I'm telling you.
A man pays your bills doesn't make you a pick me. What makes you a pick me is your mentality that you allow men to talk down on you and you still uplift them. You should never let a man talk down on you and look up to them. Look down on them the same way that he looked down on you for leaving the relationship that you chose to live.
But you're looking down on me, calling me a pick me. You're not uplifting me. You tearing me down right now.
Well, I don't have to uplift people.
So you can be just like men.
What?
I can be. I'm human. Okay. I'm not Mother Teresa.
I think you're identifying and pointing out how much
you gotta save yourself.
I'm not trying to save me. I'm saying I think you are identifying how much and how far you are into masculine energy because you are doing what you're saying.
Act like yes, we all have masculine.
You're doing. I'm no, but it's not balanced. I'm telling you, it's not balanced.
Masculine now because I am on the defense, and when you're defensive,
thank you for admitting that.
Yes, I'm on defensive when you're not listening to me to understand. You listening to argue. So of course I'm gonna defend myself.
I think you're projecting because you're listening to argue.
No, baby, I live a great life. I live a great life.
Defending yourself.
I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to. You do. You allow it. I don't.
Hey, like Ali, what's a great life?
A great life is a happy life, content life, great credit score, get what I want, do what I want, when I want, grown as fuck, money in the bank, build properties, cars, travel. I'm about to go to Belize tomorrow for a week. Everybody in my family eat. I help everybody else. I fix credit. I do everything. I'm a natural born go-getter, so that makes my life very much pleased. But when I come on panels like this, I do come across as defensive because it's going to be a lot of pick-me action and it's going to be a lot of a woman attack. The whole title, it's in the title, Black women are responsible for Black broken homes. And y'all sitting here wondering why I'm on the defense. It's in the title. It don't.
So you were triggered.
No,
I thought you said you wasn't a Black woman.
What it is you don't. It's not for you to articulate our struggle.
I thought you said you don't identify as a Black woman.
I'm not on their side. I just wanted to. I'm just telling you. You literally, you're saying, and I'm saying this as a woman, as a pick me woman, if you want to call me that. But if you just said earlier that you didn't respond and you were like, it don't matter, I'm in my softcore era. But I think you're actually being very masculine, saying you do everything. It could just be tonight. I'm not attacking you. I'm just communicating. I'm saying that you're being very masculine and also saying you in your softcore era. So I feel like if you approach the conversation, nobody right here should be able to have you be triggered. Sentences shouldn't have.
This is how I am 24/7. I'm not triggered by people who allow men to talk down to them.